That is my August wrapped up. Whew. Hello again. My name is Kira. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are doing my August wrap up. So in August, I read a total of 5 books, and I'm going to share some stats about the books that I read, and then we will get into star ratings and everything. So starting off, I read a total of 1,757 pages this month, which averages to about 57 pages a day. I reread one book. One book was an arc. On average, it took me 6 days to read each book, and my average star rating was a 3.4. So I would say overall it was a pretty good month for books. I didn't have any like all-time favorites, but I didn't have any books that I hated, so that's a plus. So starting right off the bat, I immediately read a book that wasn't on my TBR. I recorded my TBR video, and then immediately my brain was like, you want to read this! So this book is Better Off Friends by Elizabeth Elberg. It is about a girl named McCallan and a guy named Levi talking about it's pretty much them telling their story, switching point of views from the moment that McCallan and Levi met to the moment that they get together. It's just a cute little contemporary that I read. This was my reread for the month. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was cute. It fulfilled my contemporary need, and that was all I needed. I wanted something cute and fluffy to read after I literally put everything but cute and fluffy on my TBR. So that is the first book that I read. 4 out of 5 stars. Cute book. I don't really have any complaints about the book. There were some moments when Levi was an ass, but I mean, other than that, I have no complaints. So moving on. Next book that I read, this was actually on my TBR. This is The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider. The book is called The Beginning of Everything, but it actually was called Severed Heads and Broken Hearts, but I guess they changed the title of it because that was too gory, even though it starts off with the main character, Ezra, talking about him and his friend going to Disneyland, and they are on this roller coaster, and the kid isn't listening to the fact that you need to stay seated and everything, and he gets decapitated, and his friend, Ezra's friend Toby, catches the head, and then like people kind of just like stop being friends with Toby because he was the weirdo that caught a head on a roller coaster. Yeah, but so this book, The Beginning of Everything, follows this boy named Ezra. He is the golden boy of the tennis team until he gets in a car accident that like shatters his kneecap and everything, and then he can't play tennis anymore because he like has to walk with a cane and everything, and so all of his friends stop talking to him, and he like goes down this like spiral of self-pity because tennis was his life. Then he meets this girl named Cassidy that's like mysterious and moves to their school, and like nobody really knows anything about her. He starts hanging out with Toby again, and all is right in the world, and then all turns to shit. I gave this book 3 stars. Honestly, kind of considering lowering it to 2 stars because this book disappointed me, to be completely honest. It was really cute. I loved Cassidy and Ezra together. I thought they were a good balance because he's used to being the golden boy and everybody like falling in love with him, and Cassidy was like this mysterious girl that was pretty much just like, dude, get over yourself. But then it kind of like everything was going well. Cassidy and him were in this really cute relationship and everything, and then all of a sudden I feel like the author was like, I need to throw a wrench into this somehow. So then just randomly Cassidy was like, I actually have a boyfriend, like fuck you, we can't see each other anymore. And then he like self-pities and like cries about her and stuff for like 20 pages, and then he goes to apologize to her, and they have this problem in their town where mountain lions are coming into town, and so at night and everything they're like lock your pets inside and everything, because a lot of people's, like, dogs and, like, cats, like, family pets were, like, going missing or, like, coming up killed because they didn't bring them inside and the mountain lion killed him. So there's, like, this really graphic scene about his dog getting killed, and I did not need to read that. It made me cry. I don't ever want to read about a dog being graphically killed by a mountain lion. It was horrifying, and just, like, it was a really good book up until, I would say, this point, and then it just kind of went downhill from here. And I gave it 3 stars. Just, I don't even know why, but now I really just want to change it to 2 stars, because I just, describing a dog's death in graphic detail is not something I need in my life. Not in something that's supposed to be a cute contemporary, where there's just romance and cuteness, and everybody ends up together. They don't even end up together in the end of this book, and his dog's dead. So, fuck this book. That's what I have to say about that. So, moving on to the next book that I read this month. I read Divergent, the first book in the Divergent series. My goal was to read all of the books. I am currently struggling through Insurgent right now. I'm on page, like, 62. So, we'll see how that goes. I gave Divergent 3 stars, I believe. Yeah, I gave Divergent 3 stars. I liked it. Not as much as I remember liking it when I read it in, like, 8th grade, but I definitely like the training scenes. Triss is kind of annoying to me a little bit. I just feel like she thinks that since she's Dauntless, she can just, like, fight everybody because she's Dauntless and she knows how to fight now. Definitely some, like, problems and plot holes that kind of, like, shove a wrench in the book. Like, everybody's sorted into factions, but you would think that more people would be divergent because other people show, like, characteristics from, like, old factions that they used to be in. Like, you would think that if everybody was perfectly, like, paired into the factions that they're supposed to be in, that they wouldn't have to have a choosing ceremony where they, like, get sworn into their faction. It should just be like, yeah, you were born in this faction, so you're in that faction, not where you can switch over, because then you have things like people from Candor and Dauntless who, like, can't shut up because they're only ever tell the truth because that's what they grew up knowing, and so it's pretty much like they're like, forget everything that you learned in that faction that you lived in for 16 years, and now you're just gonna be this, even though, like, you can't just, like, forget things that you know, or, like, stop being somebody that you are. Like, I don't know. It was a good book. I read it pretty quick. It was a reread for me. Oh, I guess technically I had 2 rereads this month. My goal was to finish the whole trilogy so I would be able to join the bandwagon and know what's going on. But right now, I don't know. I might have to DNF Insurgent. It's shoved a wrench in my reading. So, we'll see. That's Divergent. If you don't know what Divergent's about, what planet are you on? There's movies out. It was very popular. It's this dystopian world where everybody is sorted into 5 factions, and some people can't be sorted into factions because they're divergent, so they show more than one trait, which the main character, Triss, is divergent, and then they find out that one of the factions, Erudite, is trying to use Dauntless to overthrow Abnegation, because Abnegation are, like, the leaders, because Abnegation's selfless, and they believe that people who practice selflessness should be in charge of the government because they're not going to get, like, greedy or anything. And so, yeah, they get, like, wrenched into war, and a lot of people die, and a lot of things happen in this book. And I didn't realize it. I totally forgot that, like, Peter totally gropes Triss when they try to kill her, and I wasn't very pleased about that. So, that's Divergent. Next book that I read this month was Romanov by Nadine Brandis. I plan on doing a review on this book, so I'm going to keep it brief about this book. since I plan on doing a full review, I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. This book is an Anastasia retelling following Anastasia and her family as they get put into exile from the Bolshevik army. But there's a twist. There's magic in the book, which I love the magic system in this book, FYI. But yeah, I'm not going to say anything more about the book. I liked it. 3 out of 5 stars. Wasn't the greatest thing, but watch out for my more in-depth review. Watch out for a review on this book soon. 3 out of 5 stars. Nadine Brandis is a fellow author tuber here on YouTube. Check out her channel. I love her. She refers to her baby as a halfling. Her husband is Mr. Ninja. She is hilarious. I love her. Hence why I read the book. Supporting people. So, then, the last book that I read this month, I will throw a picture up here because I don't own it. Well, I don't have a physical copy of it. It was an arc of The Stolen Kingdom I received from Bethany herself to give an honest review on. I have a full video of that on my channel. It went up the day that Stolen Kingdom was released, which was August 20th. I will put a link in the cards and link it in the description if you want to watch the whole video. I gave that book 4 out of 5 stars. I very much enjoyed that book. The Stolen Kingdom is a very loose Aladdin retelling about a princess named Ari. In my review, I say her name wrong the entire time, and I hate myself for it. But it follows a princess named Ari who flees her kingdom because she doesn't want a corrupt king to use his gift for bad to take over her kingdom. It's a very good book. I love Ari. I love everything about it. And I can't wait for the next books in the series. And I recommend you picking them up because they're pretty freaking great. So that is my wrap up for this month of August. Hopefully I can read more books next month. I am very close to hitting my Goodreads goal. If you want to be friends with me on Goodreads, I have the link in the description below. I do pretty in-depth reviews on all books that I read on Goodreads, so if I don't give you as much of a reason why I liked it or didn't like it in my wrap-ups, you could read my reviews. But yeah, so wrap up for the month, and stay tuned for my September TBR, because that's going to be coming out next. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. If you like more if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to be notified every time I post a video. I post videos every Sunday-ish / Wednesday-ish. I'm so happy that you stayed until the end of this video, and